Hello everyone, welcome to Doing Group. We're the manufacturer of the lithium battery recycling equipment. Today we're going to introduce the waste lithium battery recycling machine to recycle the copper and aluminium powder and black powder after process the lithium battery, including the mobile lithium battery, plastic shell lithium battery, and aluminium shell, or the positive or negative of the lithium battery. So as for the development of technology and the electronic products, for example, the electronic car and other things like mobile is more and more popular in our daily life. So when the lithium batteries gradually end of the life, and they will have plenty of the scrap batteries. So we can use this machine to recycle the valuable metals, valuable things from them. Like the lithium battery contains the cobalt, nickel, lithium, and this material is recycled to achieve self-recycling. And our equipment is to recycle this kind of equipment. Well, the raw material of them is mainly divided to the NMC and the LFP batteries. Well, the NMC containing manganese and nickel and cobalt, and LFP containing lithium, phosphate, and so on. Well, this classification by the physical characteristic, it's including this different kinds of the batteries. Let's have a look. For example, the powder lithium battery, power lithium battery, the hard shell, plastic shell or aluminium shell lithium battery, and the soft lithium battery, and so on. What is the final products after processing? As it shows, the finished products is the copper, aluminium, and the cobalt oxide lithium and graphite powder. While the copper powder occupies 10 to 15%, and the lithium battery just nearly 10 to 15%, and also we have the graphite, lithium, and the phosphoric acid is nearly 50 to 55%. While these three kinds of the things is mixed, we call it black powder. And by the way, we also have 3 to 5% of the plastic. And if your raw material is the hard shell lithium battery, we also have 3 to 5% of the iron. And the product's purity of the black powder is above 98%. The size is about 140 mesh. And the proportion of copper and aluminium content in black powder is within 2%. And also we have the powder of copper and aluminium, and also the separation rate can reach to 98 to 99, and the sizes is 30 to 50 mesh. Here is the working process. It includes the pre-processing step and the crushing, separation step for different products. Like the pre-processing step, it's by using the liquid thing like to discharge the electricity inside the battery. This is the first step. We need to put the scrap lithium battery into the concentration of 8% to 15% sodium chloride solution, so for nearly 2 days, and so that the positive and negative terminals of the battery just short circuit to let the battery to discharge completely. This is the first step. After this processing step, and we need to dry the materials. So you can choose natural drying or use the drying machine. So the drying machine is about just 100 to 200 degrees. We're using the carbonation furnace to dry them, or we call the drying furnace. If your raw material or your capacity is smaller than 50 kilogram per hour, then it's not very necessary to just process this. Or if you have a huge plenty of the materials need to process, we suggest that you can have a drying machine. This is the first step. Before drying, we have a pre-processing step. We will use the double shaft shredder. It will just crush the materials to get around 2 to 5 centimeter after the crushing step, and then they will put it into the drying machine to dry the liquid things to have evaporation. The furnace will use the electricity heating or gas heating, and the heating temperature in the furnace about 100 to 450 degree, and the electrolyte in the battery is completely volatilized, and to get the batteries to have a harmless treatment. And if you equipped it with the drying machine, then we need the dust and gas cleaning system. It includes the spraying machine and the activate carbon system and the UV oxygen catalytic system. The first step is the purification system to purify the harmful particles inside the gas. For example, the tail gas system is mainly composed of the spray tower, that is to remove the water soluble gases such as the hydrogen chloride or other things inside. And also we have this activate carbon system is to just remove the dust just during this gas, and the UV oxygen catalytic system mainly cracks the lipids products and the flue gas to produce harmless inorganic substance such as the water and the carbon dioxide. Okay, and then after processing, we will use this first crusher to crush the particles from 2 to 3 or 2 to 5 centimeter to less than 10 millimeter. And the first one is the hammer blade crusher. It's a kind of impact crusher by the high-speed rotation of the hammer blades in the crushing chamber, so as to make the materials to be crushed and then get the particles less than 10 millimeter. The blades and the screen in the crusher is spare parts, so it needs to change frequently, but the changing time is according to the machine running time. Nearly 1 or 3 months we need to change the blades. And then we will go to the rotary screen. The crushed material from the first crusher is sent through the air transportation system to the fully sealed rotary screen for screening through the 120 mesh screen surface rolling rotary screen, so that the qualified material as a battery powder is discharged through the rotary screen holes, and the black powder here can be recovered about 60 to 70%. This machine is the first separation machine, and the length is 6 meter. And then we will use the bolt conveyor to transport the material into the magnetic separator, that is, separate the iron. Then they will go into the lightning vibrating screen. Use vibration for screening. Different products can controlled by multi-layer screens and discharging from their respective outlets. The two layers of the screen mesh are 2 mm and 100 mesh stainless steel wire mesh. And the top layer of the screen is a diaphragm equipped with pipes and fans to remove the plastic diaphragm. And the middle layer is the copper, aluminium, and black powder. The bottom layer is a black powder, and the recovery rate of the diaphragm here is about 98%. Then the particles will go into the second crusher. We call this the second hollow block crusher. Is also an impact crusher that to crush the particles under 6 mm. Then we will go into the second little screen to further screens the black powder. The second stage is 4 meters long and has a 140 mesh screen. And at this point, 10% of the black powder is screened out. By this step, the black powder recovery rate is 95%. Then the particles will go into the grinder, and the grinder will grind raw materials at a granular shape, grinding to finer particles. Then they will go into the ID vibrating screen. The rotary vibrating sieve is equipped with 50 mesh screen in the upper layer and a 120 mesh screen in the lower layer. The small amount of the black powder comes out from the lower layer of the rotary vibrating sieve, and the middle layer sieves out the copper aluminium mixture into the next level for sorting machine. And the ID vibrating screen is a high precision sieving machine with low noise, high efficiency, fully closed structure, is suitable for screening and filtering of the granular, powder, or other materials. And in this step, the black powder here can be recovered about 99%. Then we have the mixed copper and aluminium. So they will go into the air separator, also called the air gravity sorter machine. Utilize the combined action of airflow and vibration friction on the material. The larger copper particles settle to the bottom, and the smaller aluminium particles are suspended on the surface of this layer just by the action of the airflow. And in this link, the recovery rate of the copper and aluminium is about 98%. So here is the whole production line. And for the whole machine, we also equipped it with the post-dust collector that will sort out the gas, the dust inside the workshop. And this is the detailed introduction of the different steps. You can have a look, or if you have any questions about the equipment or about our machine or this kind of business, you can leave your comments to us in the comment section, or you can send a private message to us. Tell us your contact ways, like your WhatsApp, your email, and our sales manager will contact with you and send you our catalog, our price list, or give you a detailed introduction about this equipment. And this is the several step about the lithium battery. Like the first one is the discharging step, that will just put the scrap batteries into 8 to 15 sodium chloride solution for 48 hours, just nearly 2 days. Let the battery discharge completely. Then we will use the shredder. This is a pre-sale service or pre-processing step, and the shredder will break the battery into smaller pieces, nearly 2 to 5 centimeter. And then there's the carbonization system. The furnace will be heated to 100 to 450 degrees by gas or electricity to make the liquid volatilize. And then the carbonization machine or the drying machine is equipped with a gas and smoke removal system. During the above process, we will need the gas cleaning system, including separation tower, activated carbon system, and UV photooxygen catalytic. Then about the dust, we're also equipped with the post-dust collector or the cyclone dust collector. Well, the post-dust collector is to collect the smaller dust, and the cyclone dust is for the larger dust. Then we will go into the crushing and separation step. The first crusher is to crush the particles smaller than 10 millimeter, and the first rotor screen we will get about 60% of the black mass from it. The screen is 120 mesh. Then the magnetic separator to remove the iron and the material, and the liner vibrating screen is to remove the diaphragm, this plastic inside. It have two screens. One is 2 millimeter and one is 100 mesh. From the top screen is 98% of the diaphragm. The middle is copper, aluminium, and a small amount of the black mass. And from the bottom, we will get the black mass. And then the second crusher is to get smaller than 6 millimeter material. And the second rotor screen, we can get about 98% of the black mass. Then the grinder will grind the material, mainly copper and aluminium, to the granular shape. This is the whole processing line. And let's look at about the the features of the equipment. Well, the first one is we adopt the advanced technological of crushing and separation system. After crushing, the copper, aluminium, and powder of the positive and negative plates will be separated in the separation system with high purity output. The second is the main technological is to combine the crushing and separation system for battery recycling, achieve greater energy saving effects during the production process, and get a high separation rate of copper, aluminium, and powder of positive and negative plates. So you can achieve a high separation rate. And then this is the layout of the equipment. Well, all the equipment, the layout is support to be customized. It will just according to your workshop, according to your capacity. So this is our engineer's work. Here's the equipment list. So if you want to get more information or are interested in this kind of equipment, well, you can add our WhatsApp or email, and our sales manager will contact with you immediately. And if you have just any questions about this service or the equipment processing technology, you can type in the comment section. We will just have a detailed introduction for you. So about the price list, because always just support to be customized and need to contact with our sales manager. You can send a private message to us, tell us your WhatsApp, email, or other contact ways, and our sales manager will add you and send you this kind of things. Okay, here's the equipment list. It includes the belt conveyor to transport the lithium battery, the whole lithium battery into the double shaft shredder, The second one, which is 15 kilowatt, we have 2 double shaft shredder, and then we will use a belt conveyor to the first hammer crusher, which is 37 kilowatt. Then we will use the wind conveyor to transport them into the rotary screen, which is fully sealed, and then belt conveyor to transfer them into the magnetic separator to remove the iron, and the liner vibrating screen to remove the diaphragm. Then go into the crusher by using the wind crusher, a wind conveyor. This is for just at the same time to crush and to separate about the different copper and black powder. The last one is a grinder. To grind them into the granular shape or the powder shape, then we will use the anti-vibrating screen to strain out. The anti-vibrating screen has 3 layers. The first layer is the particles and cannot go through the first screen, so they will go back to the grinding machine by the wind conveyor to grind again. And the second layer is the copper and aluminium. They will go into the air separator to just separate them. The last layer is the last black powder. Then we equipped it with the air separator by using the vibration of the machine and the air flowing to separate the different metals with different quality as the copper and aluminium. And about the purification system, we equipped it with a process collector and the collector of the diaphragm. They're all sealed, and to remove the dust during the whole production line to ensure a clean workshop. And this is the spare part list. Just for reference, the above replacement period is based on the normal operation conditions, just for reference. So please check these parts granularly and replace them according to the actual situations. So the third part is almost, just most of them is the blades and the screen, and about the filter bag of the process collector. But we can use for half a year. It's such a long time. Don't need to change the bag very frequently. That is the advantages of this our collector, our process collector. Here is the remarks about the place term, the payment term. Well, this is details of the pay and the warranty. I can talk with our engineer and our sales manager to get more details. And this is the brief introduction of the lithium battery recycling equipment. Well, if you have any questions or want to get more information, you can talk with our sales manager. Or we also have other equipment, for example, the combination machine to recycle the biomass, like the screw dust, or the wood, bamboo, corn cob, and so on, to get the biochar. And also we have with tire, with plastic pyrolysis system to get the fluoro, and carbon black, and steel wire after processing. This is the different environmental friendly equipment. If you want to set up this kind of business, or just is more interested about this kind of things, you can contact with us. We are the manufacturer in China. Our company is located in Henan province in middle of China, and we have our own factory next to our company, nearly just 40,000 square meters. You can come here to see the prototype and the processing technique. Okay, and that is all we have about the lithium battery recycling equipment. If you have any questions or wanted to know more information, you can type in the comment section. So let's see some pictures about the equipment. Here is the raw materials that we can process. Different kinds of the lithium battery, the NFP and LFC equipment that all we can process. This is the double shaft shredder, and then we'll use the belt conveyor to transport them into the hammer crusher. Then we'll use the wind conveyor to the rotary screen. The first rotary screen is 6 mm and second is 4 meters. And then we will use the wind conveyor to the liner welding screen, and then to the grinder. This white one is a grinder, and here is this one here. This is the air vibrating screen, and the white one air separator. In our factory, we have the prototype. You can come here to see more details. And this is the 3D layout. First one is the double shaft shredder, and then we use the drying machine, or we call carbonization furnace, to dry the catalyte. So the liquid inside in this lithium battery, and then we will use the spraying tower, activate carbon system, and the UV photooxygen catalytic system to purify the gas. Then here is several crushing step and the rotary screen. And here is the whole processing line. First crusher to crush particles into 1 mm, and this 10 mm, and then the rotary screen to separate nearly 7 to 80% of the black powder. Magnetic separator is to separate the iron, liner welding screen to separate the we call the diaphragm, and then the vibrating screen to just to remove the oh no, this is not a rebubbling screen here. We don't have this. And then the second hammer crusher is to use the crushing blade to crush the particles into 6 millimeter. Then the second rotary screen to get 10% of the carbon black. Then the grinder here is to grind the particles into the granular shape. Then we use the debubbling screen to control the sizes of the particles and to remove the last carbon black and to recycle the copper and aluminium, and then they will go into the air separator. The air separator we can using the vibration and air flowing to separate the copper and aluminium, which is in different qualities. Here is the whole processing line. If you want to get more information or you are interested in the lithium battery recycling technique, you can contact with us. Well, we are the manufacturer of the lithium battery and with tire, with plastic, pyrolysis equipment, and the solar panel, the lithium battery, sorting and crushing and separation equipment, and the carbonization furnace. This kind of products are our main processing line. If you want to get more information or if you want to set up business, know more details about this business, about the license, about the income and outcome, you can contact with us. Here is doing group. Well, that is all we have today. Well, thank you for watching, and if you need this kind of information, you can send a private message to us, tell us what you want and how we can contact with you. Then our sales manager will add you. Okay, thank you for watching today. Have a nice day. Goodbye.